meditation developed greater excellence in all walks of life. What I found is that meditation is backed with so much science.
Meditation is miraculous. So meditation is the only method by which we can make individuals responsible. If I can heal myself out of my own mental anxiety and physical illnesses, that is because of the positive vibrations. Meditation, yes, it is very important for our own peace of mind.
I had always terrible back pain. I was told by the doctors that, okay, but you're going to be like that until you die. I tried the manifestation process, trying to visualize myself completely healed from this pain. So that was a kind of miracle for me.
A lot of things I've learned from Chandra sir, Vani ma'am, their genuine efforts, creating difference with the people, traveling across the globe. So I would always say him, you're doing God's work. And along with Chandra sir, Vani ma'am, Rakesh ji, Koti, and the entire Buddha CEO team, I mean, it's amazing.
Anything, I learned so many things. Because how you all are expressing every day my morning meditation, every day listening to others' masters' experiences, every day together satsangs, made me to understand what to talk, what not to talk, what to do, what not to do. And that is a practice, it's happening every day.
I completely out of anxiety and depression, completely out. Then slowly I started going back to work again. I experienced every day the way how I used to handle things were way different, much better.
Honestly, I mean, for me, my whole spiritual journey has been Buddha CEO. There's nothing else because the mission is so huge.
We respond, we don't react. That is the difference, not only in the family, even with the team or outside also. The relationship have increased in.
And this platform has created such an amazing life for me. My entire life is today being governed by meditation. Not only mine, my wife Jaishi. Today, if I'm extremely happy, I even smile at my wife today, it's again because of meditation.
Listening to Chandra sir, Vani ma'am, other masters really opened our minds, especially my mind, to all possibilities. And one of that is not to react, but to respond to situations. I used to react sometimes in a negative way, judge, do all of that. But as Chandra sir has spoken many, many times, where your thoughts go, your energy flows. So that's really helped ground me and help me be a little bit more composed as in the last several years. So really, really grateful to that.
When I came into breath mindful meditation in 2021 February, all these thoughts and beliefs were shattered, especially because of the science behind it that we learn. We learn that it is a miracle. When you know the abundance is yours, you can make a great life.
This is the simplest meditation one can learn anywhere. The subject Chandra sir is sharing before meditation session and after meditation session is priceless. We should not take it as granted. I know the value of this subject for sure.
I was able to actually manifest a new role with a promotion and a hike in the mid of COVID times. There were layoffs happening. There were no salary hikes. So the salary hike that I actually happened to get in was double the number that I would have ever got in the last 5 or 6 years. So this is something magical and it happens in such a quick time.
For me, meditation has been that thing that calmed my mind, cleansed me out of those fears of anxiety of the future, right? And also helped me connect to my intuition. We all call meditation is not a technique, meditation is a practice.
Good morning, good afternoon, and a wonderful evening, dear masters and friends. Very warm welcome on day 2, our miracle journey. What a wonderful video to hear from all masters around the globe. Anybody who missed it, please go back and see. And learning about simple technique of breath mindfulness meditation. Let's further our precious knowledge to heart elevation and make most of our precious time with Chandra sir. So over to you, sir. Welcome.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon, evening. Welcome to this second day of our 21-day program. When I came into meditation first, I used to hear few statements which were intriguing me. Everything I heard about then versus what I was hearing, everything I heard until then versus what I'm hearing then, totally different. If something happens to the body, then the first thing that I knew was to go and then reach out for a tablet. Default behavior, go to visit a doctor. But here I was hearing that your body heals. Your body knows how to heal. And your body has the healing energy to heal. If you knew about and apply that thought onto it. So then I see that many people are saying, I healed this, I healed that, and everything they're saying, headache to cancer. Then they were telling that your suffering is due to your own ignorance. In fact, this is the first statement that I really kept looking at it. Gautama Buddha, suffering is due to individual ignorance. My ignorance, my suffering, I never looked at it that way at all. Suffering is due to individual ignorance. Of all the kinds of suffering that we take, 90% or more is simply based on the kind of interpretation and meaning we give to every experience we go through in our life. Gautama Buddha said there is suffering everywhere. And suffering is due to ignorance, lack of knowledge, avidya. It is simple. When somebody scores 70%, there are a whole bunch of people are saying, students are saying they're happy. Now there are some students saying they're very unhappy about the 70%. For many, it is great. For many, it's not great. But the situation is same. It is 70% marks. The hikes are there. 8% hike is coming. For many people, they're happy about it. In fact, many are grateful for it. Some are cribbing and complaining and saying that this is inadequate, this is so inadequate. That is again the same thing. Situation is same. It is the same level of hike. There are business challenges. Somebody is failing in a business. Then two people are there. One fails, another fails too. But here, one person is not able to come out of it for 2 years, 3 years, thinking that he is a failure, thinking that somebody else has caused it. But here, another one is saying it is okay. It happens. This one understands, this one studied all the various entrepreneurial journeys to recognizing that failure is a stepping stone. So they understood that it is happening continuously, and so there's no challenge. It is okay. I can go back and then try a second time and a third time and a fourth time. One, it's a lack of knowledge. When death happens everywhere. Where does death happen? Death happens everywhere in every family. But some families, when death happens, life is becoming worse and worse and worse because they're just thinking that there's no more life without that person. Other families, when the death happens, they're moving forward. In a similar situation, they're moving forward. Lack of understanding. If you knew that my life is by myself, that there is unlimited potential in me, and if I understand that from quantum physics perspective, everything is energy, I am also by default energy. Everything out there is energy in quantum physics. And everything includes all human beings, and every human being is by default energy. And energy is unlimited. You are energy, unlimited energy, I am unlimited energy, are the whole. In energy, we're all the same. And then if we understand the concepts of placebo and then the double-slit experimentation of quantum physics, are the scriptures what they said. The common thread that I've read and then I came to know is that thoughts create things, the third statement. Thoughts create things, thoughts create reality. First, your body heals, so everything is there, you can heal yourself, which is opposite of what I knew. Second, the suffering is due to your ignorance. Situations are same. When somebody does not call me for a party, I feel bad about it. It's because I'm interpreting. I did not get a hike that I want. I feel bad about it because I have a certain expectation there, but the meaning is here. If I decide to be accepting, then I will not have suffering. If I decide to give different meaning to that event of why I did not get that hike, and the meaning is that is my boss who did not give it to me, then we have a problem. Then we continue to suffer every time we see that person. If I decide to look at it different meaning, maybe that's the challenge everybody going through right now. And say it's okay. If we give it even deeper meaning, that there are so many people can't even think of a hike. How grateful I can be for it. There are so many people who can't even work. They don't have education. How grateful I should be for where I am today. When the meaning is different, dear friend, then our suffering changes. More than 90%, I recognize the suffering is due to individual ignorance. That's Gautama Buddha. And I said, avidya is the reason for the dukkha. And it can be removed. And then, of course, then he said, eightfold path. There is Ashtanga Marga. The eightfold path is there. And the first of the eightfold path is right understanding. The right views, right understanding is the first one. If you have right understanding, every situation dissolves. What is a big problem will dissolve. The moment we read biographies of people who have failed in their lives but then been very successful, then slowly we understand it. We start accepting our situations is no longer a failure. The moment we understand life after death as a concept, as a reincarnation exists, that there is so much of research is there. So much research is there. Then the fear of death goes. The suffering about death vanishes. Birth and death become same. This understanding came to me sometime in 2002 and 3 as I went through reading books of Brian Weiss. Many Lives, Many Masters. And then that led me towards reading many more books in that field. Eventually landing into the book by Dr. Ian Stevenson and people like them who were asked to disprove the theory of reincarnation, but finally came back to prove that it exists. We explore. Before we discard any knowledge, we explore before we discard, explore, experiment, and if it makes sense, keep it, otherwise then drop it. That's real scientific temperament. That's the first thing you learn from Patrici, that whatever that you feel uncomfortable with, whatever is different from what you heard, does not mean that it's not right. Stay there to explore. Meditation helped me to explore that thing, that new knowledge. If suffering is due to ignorance, and the more knowledge I gain, then the less suffering I have. Less suffering is equal to more happiness, naturally. Thoughts create reality was a third statement I was hearing. So increase your knowledge. A body can heal with meditation energy, increase your knowledge to reduce suffering. The third thing is thoughts create reality. So if thoughts create reality, then if there is enough science now backing it now, the concept of the quantum physics experimentation, the epigenetics theories now that have come, which are telling that our genes can be reprogrammed. More than 96% of the genes are reprogrammable. That a gene expresses multiple proteins, not one protein, as they've understood. The entire genome experimentation that they've done, they thought that one gene will express one protein in lifetime. But the genome experimentation demonstrated that there are about 100,000 plus proteins, but they only discovered 23,000 genes. They said, how is it possible then? That's when they came to begin to understand that a gene expresses itself differently based on something. And now that understanding of something is nothing but a thought field. My emotion and feeling that I'm carrying with myself, of how I feel about my health, can have a trigger onto the gene to express differently. So thoughts create reality, dear friends. The more that one can understand it, as simple as telling after 4 times to a child or a junior colleague, and if they didn't get it, then using the word, you don't get it, you always do this way. Now the statement, you don't get it, you always do this way, that comes from a thought. Somewhere we concluded that they're not getting it and they always do this way. And so then the very thought is creating an outcome exactly that they don't get it. They continue to not get it in front of us. They continue to make the same mistakes. They continue to not do things the way we expect, that we don't even realize. Now, this is totally different. Something, my experience is always by external environment, but thoughts create reality, which means the responsibility is on me. The third statement, I was listening. And then I started experimenting with it. And so rightfully, my body healed. Rightfully, I was able to start changing environment in my workplace. Workplace became a joy again. And then rightfully, I started attracting successes, more and more success in my business life. Then the fourth, even more intriguing thing is that I went to Patrice and I saw him when somebody tried to complaints and judgments. When somebody tried to complain, it took on him very strongly. No complaints, no judgments. This is like, again, I'm talking about statements that are completely different from what I normally was used to. No complaints, no judgments. What do you mean? How can I not give a complaint? The only thing I do in a party when I meet together is to always talk about this politician, that person, this colleague who did not do right, and there is something, they're always like this is like this, she is like that, he is like that. Judgments are constant, judgments about everything other than ourselves. and no compliance. Only later I understood. The more I practiced, the more I recognized we take, the more compliance we give, the more you are creating the situation for oneself. The concept of our thoughts and feelings create reality. The more compliance we give, the less responsibility we're taking on our life. Think about it. I question myself. So this knowledge that is coming in, and the knowledge leads to liberation, is the second statement. And so the more I understood, dear friends, the more life became easy and easy and easy. The more it came into my hand at ease. So we talked about yesterday the simple meditation that we practiced yesterday. We're going to go again. Now we start the practice. Is helping us to heal our body, helping us. We call it quotients. It helps us to heal our physical body, physical quotient. It helps us to increase the powers of the mind, intelligence quotient. Tremendous amount of research is there that shows that our neural networks get thickened and thickened and thickened for long-term meditators, increase in capacity. And so then all kinds of brain powers, coherence, intelligence, everything is there, awareness, everything is there. Cognitive capabilities increase. One of the important aspects of brain powers is spatial visualization, being able to visualize and construct in 3D models in our brain about experience of life. And so the more you visualize of future experiences, the more you attract them, because thoughts create things. That thing continues to increase for meditators. Ability to visualize, which is the basis for many successful sports person today. If you go and search Virat Kohli, go and search Michael Phillips, go and search anyone very highly successful sports star, and then look for that and say, what do they do? You'll come across visualization as an important technique of why they're successful, living their future ahead of time. One of the reasons of Buddha Siva's sessions are very popular is because of this concept of manifestation, that we bring the science of manifestation of how one can realize their dreams. Very effortlessly, consistently, using the techniques of manifestation science, where meditation is the foundation. And so then meditation is improving our self-awareness. And so there is something called emotional intelligence. By default, when something happens, we react to situations from a feeling center. It's called subconscious reactions. The feeling center, subconscious mind, is operated by the subconscious direction by default. When something happens, we react. Meditation brings awareness, so we respond. Means we pause and then say something. Is it necessary to react the way we reacted so far? But then as meditation, you pause. It gives you the ability to pause. I know that many people experience this all the time. Emotional intelligence is there significantly. So the relationships improve. And meditation, as we talked about, increase our capabilities of visualization. So we improve our ability to manifest and attract things. And the last thing, dear friends, is meditation. Of the many things, is as the mind gets calmer, as we tune into the infinite frequency field of past, present, future, we start aligning to what is my core purpose. We start getting answers to what many masters in spiritual science, and anytime you do a spiritual journey, they always ask you, who are you? Where are you coming from? Where are you going? What's the purpose of your life? It need not be getting an answer of, okay, I'm great, something. It can be as simple as, what is that if I do, I'll be happy in this life. That's all. So that purpose, aligning to things that are things that will make us very happy, is naturally coming into our life, because it develops that clarity towards our life of what is important, not important. By default, we are constantly taking in information from everybody, outside, outside in. The newspaper reports, media reports, internet reports, what politicians, authorities, what sports persons, what advertisements, what in our elders at home, everything is taken in, and then we try to make conclusions. But with meditation, your inner, the guidance is coming from inside. Outside is good for what somebody is saying. I may be saying what is good for me, but it need not be good for you. But meditation slowly drops all the noise and then brings something that intuition keeps developing. Inner voice develops and says, this is more important for you. People can tell you, take an IT job, you're going to get a lot of money. See, that person, this person, natural, of course, is materially can give suggestion. But meditation will help you to tune in, to move towards what you're really going to be enjoying. Not necessarily that money, not at all that IT job. It could be something else completely. It'll help you to tune in. And then move into that purpose, so then you are joyful forever. So the technique, dear friends, is very simple, called breath mindfulness meditation. Those of you new that you joined today, it's very simple. Comes from Gautama Buddha, greatly popularized by Brahmarshi Patriji, my master, from whom I learned, and I learned from many masters, but then Patriji, my association, has been longest, and then deeply influenced with his philosophy of we create our own life. We be the masters of our life. We are unlimited consciousness, so the power is unlimited. So we bring out that Godhood, that unlimitedness in us through our own thought and feeling, and master the life and be a friend to everybody. The three things he said. Your consciousness become consciousness. Aham Brahmasmi, it happens for every meditator. Your consciousness, live like consciousness. Unlimited, everything. Righteousness in everything. Mastery over life is not somebody telling me to do. It's not going and being helpless. It's not, holding on to things of the past and worrying about it. Mastery over the life comes from mastering the mind. Being as consciousness comes when we connect to that conscious fields of energy. And then friendship in our body. So then your body is that you're here on the planet and become friend to everything, including in nature. Friend to the animals, friend to everybody. Three things, that's all. So the technique that Patriji popularized is from Gautama Buddha, called Anapanasati, breath mindfulness meditation. Very simple. I love this because this technique is so simple. We believe that this technique is so simple that eventually, while it has its own deep spiritual reasons of why this will be the technique that everyone in the planet will use eventually, it is so simple that that itself makes it the most eligible candidate to be practiced by everyone, because it's natural. It can be practiced by anyone, no matter how knowledgeable they are, non-knowledgeable, how ill they are, how healthy they are, how rich or poor, doesn't matter. It is simple that anyone can practice without knowing much about it. So how do we do this? And we talked about this yesterday. It's very simple. We do this by observing our breath with our eyes closed. So the posture is, as you see here in the picture, sitting down in a chair, on the floor, crossing your feet at ankle if you're sitting on the chair, crossing your fingers into finger, closing your eyes. Remove spectacles if you're wearing, not necessary. Remove the spectacles. And then resting your attention on nose anywhere, observe your natural breath. When you observe the breath, slowly, mind becomes empty. The goal is to rest the mind completely. If you rest the mind, the mastery of the mind is happening. When the mastery of the mind is happening, body is greatly regaining everything that it is required to. When I rest the mind, we are connecting into this infinite energy field out there. It is the mind that is separated. So rest the mind, that's all, for some time. And we do that by observing the natural breath. So observe the breath, slowly, thoughts come down, mind is becoming empty. You start experiencing some kind of sensation, movement, energy, many experiences talk about post-meditation. And then whatever happens, be a witness to it. That all that experience. In case you have thought, you bring your attention back to the breath and again observe the breath. And again start the process all over. So the thoughts can keep coming. They can keep interrupting your silence, the quietness. It is natural. Without giving up, without judging that, oh, it's very difficult for me, the thoughts are coming. All I want you to do is to, when you recognize thoughts are there, attention back to the breath again, and again observe the breath. Please record this. When there are thoughts, however difficult it is, I'm simply going to move my attention back to the breath, and again observe the breath. And slowly, automatically, I'll be moved into some thoughtful, thoughtless state, even for a fraction of a second. Then again, thoughts can come. And so then again, come back to the breath. Right, friends? It's called breath mindfulness meditation. And this is a practice we're going to do now for some time. Relax yourself. Sit comfortably. Relax your body. With your eyes closed. With your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath, dear friends. Dear friends, we are going into powerful group meditation. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and out-breath. observe your breath, your mind becomes empty. When you observe your breath, your mind is slowly becoming less and less of thought. As your mind is becoming empty, you experience greater emptiness. That quantum field of energy, the field of existence. It is natural to have thought. When you recognize you are in thought, go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to slowly go into that quietness within you. As your mind is becoming empty, you channelize that energy into the present moment. You allow your body to function at its natural best. Be with your breath. Stay aware of this emptiness, that energy, that calmness, that void inside of you, all around you. The more you stay connected to it, the more familiar you become with this field, the more unlimiting you become, the more experiences you draw into your life. Allow yourself to merge into the emptiness of yourself. This is your greater mind, that intelligence, that awareness, constantly paying attention to you. The more you are with it, the more whole you feel, the more one you become. Friend, at this time, let's express gratitude to all things and everybody. Can you express gratitude to your parents for giving this connection to the life? Be grateful to your teachers and mentors for expanding your knowledge and wisdom. Your gratitude to everyone in your life, your family, friends, colleagues, relatives, for helping you learn and experience many things. Be grateful to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals, the planets, the stars, the Mother Earth, for filling our lives with beauty, energy, mystery, and more. Your gratitude to everything you use, the technology, the government, the company, the systems that make our life very comfortable. Gratitude to yourself for caring for you, caring for others, and to this intelligent universe for helping us experience this life. Many are not so blessed. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Relax your body. Let your autonomous nervous system repair your body as you relax. recollect your experiences from the session. And whenever you're ready, keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then open your eyes. Okay, dear friends, hope you enjoy the session. Anybody would like to share how you felt in your meditation? There are many experiences that we go through when you start our meditation process and when we are in meditation, because we're experiencing the field of energy. Field of energy is all bodies. Physical body is there, Annamaya Kosha, but there are 4 other bodies in energy called Pranamaya Kosha, energy body, Manomaya Kosha, mind body, Vijnanamaya Kosha, intellect body, Anandamaya Kosha, bliss body. Now, all these bodies are there, they're all our energy bodies. So then we experience all of it when we experience the energy. We experience energy because we rest our mind, silence the mind, we remove the form. It's important we know what happens in meditation, an experience that we go through, so that we, without any fear, without any doubt about the rightness or the correctness of the practice, we can continue. Most of the time, people drop out of meditation because they had seen some kind of a dream, they've seen some kind of a sensation, they felt their heartbeat is doing faster, they were like intensely sweating, they didn't know why this is happening. They have just too much sensation here, they don't know what's happening, so then slowly drop out because they don't have the right understanding of the experiences. It's important that we understand these experiences so that we know what to do with them, and then we know that they're okay to have, and so then we can continue practice. So before we understand them, maybe we're going to explain them in detail tomorrow, let me ask to play a video of experiences by Patriji. One version of what happens in meditation. Watch that video.
There are 7 types of experiences. The first experience is the whole body becomes light, like a feather. The second experience, this particular portion, the head, becomes very heavy like a granite stone. Third experience, here you will see beautiful colors. The fourth type of experience, you will feel severe back pain here. The fifth experience is, my dear people, my dear friends, this is quite funny. See, you are all sitting in meditation. I've been observing everybody. Nobody is moving. That is physically. Nobody is moving. But from inside, there is a rotating, reeling experience. Let me recap again. The first experience is lightness in the body. The second experience, heaviness in the head. The third experience, you will see a lot of colors. The fourth experience, you will have severe back pain all over the body, perhaps. Fifth is inner rotation, inner dance. The sixth is flying like a bird in the air. Seventh experience, again, your third eye will open. The blossom will open, the bud will open, and you will see beautiful forests, mountains, rivers, and you will see the nature, and then the guides. Then you talk to them. You establish conversation, and they will tell you everything.
Okay. So we'll understand, we'll spend some time understanding what these experiences are in tomorrow's session. We've got another 5 minutes. Anybody would like to share how you felt in today's meditation?
Friends, please raise your hands, whoever wants to share your experience, so that we will unmute you. You can share your experience with us. Noel sir, Sirisha madam raised her hand. I'll unmute her.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. You can unmute yourself. You can ask.
Hello, everyone. My experience during meditation was like I was feeling very, very light, and there were few movements in my body that I could observe, like around my legs and around my back. And I felt very light. So this was my experience today.
Wonderful, madam. Yes. Feeling light and every day new experiences. Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. Keep continuing, madam.
Thank you.
Yes, who would like to go for the next sharing? Yes, Gauranji. Yes.
Yeah, it's a good evening.
So, yes.
Am I audible, right?
Yes, very much.
Yeah. So more than feel what I felt, I just have a question actually. So while observing on the breath, I literally feel like, am I really breathing or not? So when I try to observe, I intentionally try to breathe in and breathe out. But for a split second, I felt that I'm able to observe. But then again, I feel like, is it am I really breathing or not? So that I intentionally try to breathe in and breathe out so that I can focus on that breath. So is that a good way, or how should I take it ahead?
I think sometimes we consciously, whether when we are observing it, we might consciously breathe in and breathe out, right? But ideally, we right now, you are listening what I'm talking. Even the breath is going inside and then coming outside. This breath only we need to observe. Now you are not doing the conscious breathe and conscious breathe in and conscious breathe out. This is what we need to observe. So what happens is, in fact, I also had this issues of this challenge sometimes I faced. So before sitting in meditation, just scan your body. So from head. And then just relax one by one the muscles around the head, and then the part, and then the neck, the lower jaw, and then slowly your shoulders, just relax. And then, and then hands, you just relax. And then move to your chest region, and then slowly you relax. It takes 2 minutes or 3 minutes, before sitting in meditation, you can just relax. And then the entire spinal cord, you can just scan through and then see if there is any tension, any tension or something present. And then you are the upper back. So the idea is the relaxation. So the moment you just relaxed completely, right? Then you are able to, easily observe the breath, right? Sometimes we come up in, a little challenge or like some other situations, different situations. And suddenly, when we start observing it, we might actually think, am I really observing or am I really consciously breathing in and out like that, right? So the moment you just relax, then you start your meditation, right? Then it will
Take
help
some
you.
time for me.
You can try this one, and then this is one thing. And second thing is, when we actually doing the meditation, we are taking some part of our mind and then observing our breath, and then we are observing, and then after some time you don't feel that the breath exists at all. Okay, we don't feel that breath exists at all. Okay, then you are getting into the emptiness. That's it. We are using the breath as a tool that get into the emptiness. That's it. The moment you get into the emptiness, and then or in that stage, split second stage, for someone split second, for one split minute, whatever may be. But then you don't need to, that you just feel that, that oneness, whatever that, the emptiness, experience that emptiness. When you're experiencing the emptiness, you might not feel the breath, but oh, I'm not actually breathing. Okay, let me actually come for breathing. No, okay. So just experience the emptiness. So yeah. So how long you have been doing, sir? For how many days? Is it second day or?
No, I've been doing for like less than 6 months, but it is like on and off, not continuous. But when this happens, I literally don't know whom to ask, what to ask. So that was the thing. But I think, as you mentioned, for a split second, that thought I somewhere got, but again, it got, am I really breathing or not? Is it like, should I intentionally breathe in and breathe out so that I can focus? So as you said, like I have to scan my body initially. So I think that I should try and, start doing the meditation.
Yes.
But I liked it.
Yeah, Chandra sir started the meditation with the word guideline, saying that relax your body, and then relax your body. So you can just take some 2-3 minutes before itself, and then just relax. You scan through your body, do your scan, quick scan, and then every part, and then do. And when you after this, maybe just some 15 minutes when you can do your meditation, and that 15 minutes you can just start relax every part of your body, and then do the meditation, and then let us know tomorrow how it is.
Thanks.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot.
Thank you. Right. So who goes for the next? Always it is very important. I learned from Chandra sir is when about sitting in meditation or asking questions or listening to the satsang, and you have to be always rush up to the first seat. Okay, so that is what I learned. But I used to sit in the last bench, like in the school, like that I sit. So then I got the lesson. What books do you recommend to read? Just hold on for some couple of days. So you'll have the list of what are the books. The moment you receive the list of books, don't think much, just go and buy the books, be it online or offline, whatever, however prefer. Do not wait, and just wait for a couple of days, madam. So definitely you'll get the list. There is a day where Chandra sir will talk about the book reading. And book reading is very, very important. Many questions you don't ask, you may not be able to ask to whom, but that book will answer you. Okay, so whom else we can able to listen your experience or your questions, whatever may be. Or I don't get anything. I'm sitting this whole meditation, just only full of thoughts, nothing is happening. Whatever maybe, we are not expecting only that one of the positive, the experiences or something that music to the ears, everything, whatever. This is a place where you can get clarified. And every IST Indian day, that is Tuesday, and then the Friday evening, we get that this Q&A session. So make use of that. Yes, I feel the music is disturbing my meditation. Someone feel like that, someone it may feel it will be like nice, it differs. But yeah, so everything is a different experience, but yes. Once Chandra sir played one of the music, I felt that, you know, it is something. Am I audible, Ladini madam? Hello? Am I audible? Yes, okay, all right. Somehow my screen got frozen. Okay. So once the music was played, I felt that that music is something little odd like that. Then, you know, after that, because I put some label or meaning to that one earlier, that music. So that's what it was. After some time, I didn't feel that way. So it felt good. So yes. Okay, let me, my screen stop. Okay, so, but yes, like, thanks for your the point taken. We will just intimate the respective team as well on the music. Who goes for next? Madhavi madam. Otherwise, we'll call you your name. Meenu madam and Nagarjuna sir, Nithya madam. Come up and share your experience. See, when you share your experience, whatever, however it may be, one thing is to, you know, you are actually getting clarification. You are ensuring that you are on the right path. Okay, this experience is right or not, or am I right? My meaning, my label, whatever I'm doing it on that, my experience. Second is you are helping the others. Okay, my experience, the moment you ask question or the moment you put this experience, someone will also acknowledge it. Yes, I'm also having similar like that. So you are doing the for you, the benefit to you and the benefit to others as well. Yes, Vashini madam. You can unmute yourself.
Evening, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, perfect.
So I felt very much relaxed, but along with that, I experienced pain around my neck and shoulder region as well. Although I try to relax those areas, I kind of in between I feel pain in that area, and a bit anxious as well in between. So that was my experience. Although it definitely felt good.
Okay. After the meditation, do you feel that pain?
Not really.
Okay.
I don't know. Only during meditation.
Yeah. So it happens. That is the healing experiences. So always like bear the pain as much as you can. And then if you could not able to bear it, okay, I want to switch my legs. You can switch, take your, you know, one switch or two switch, you can switch your legs. But then you try to, you know, as much as you can bear the pain because the healing is happening on that particular place. When the energy flows into the body, right, the etheric bodies. So the tube, you know, the tubes, it's if there is a energy blockage, it's try to, for example, in the house, you have the plumbing pipes, water pipes. There is a blockage and the energy flows in, right? Automatically the blockage will try to clear and then expand and then, you know, it gets washed away, right? So that's what it happens during the meditation. So perfectly you are in the right path and then perfectly it is the right experiences also. So continue to do that. And sometimes, I know I got that pain in my knee and then my leg. So I try as much as possible. And some point I could not bear it. Okay, then fine. I can just switch my leg. So continue to do, madam. Perfect. You are all, you know, perfectly well. And majority, you might have this pain or some shoulder or here during the meditation. And after meditation, you may not. Someone very rarely may have the pain after that. So it's still, you don't need to, you know, feel anxious or fear or worry. So perfectly it is happening. 200%, whatever the experience that you are getting in meditation is perfectly all right, perfectly safe. So you don't need to worry about anything.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Right. So anyone else want to go for your sharings? So this is not a savings bank. You can, you know, just listen and everything. Sometimes you need to spend also, right? You need to share your your experiences as a currency. So what are the, hope you and you were able to recollect what are the experiences. As Chandra sir will cover very detailedly and tomorrow, what are the experiences very important. Can children of 15 years practice meditation? Yes, perfectly. Children from the age of 4+ can actually practice it. Minimum 1 year equal to 1 age. For example, 15 years equal to 15 minutes. That's a basic criteria. Need not to be that for a healthy person, I should say. For a healthy person, for a normal, so 15 minutes equal to 15 years of age. 30 years of age means 30 minutes. That's the main criteria. But someone who is actually experiencing some kind of physiological or emotional or some challenges, as much time that you need to put in the meditation. So absolutely. And how much time that you put in the meditation, it's absolutely that will help you to get healed and then get through all these things successfully. So yes, of course, 15 years definitely can do it. And I've seen people, even children, like my kid is 3 years, but she just closes my eyes for 2-3 seconds and then she just comes out. So absolutely can be done by anyone. Any questions, anyone? But then, you don't need to force anyone, right? Like the children, so, okay, hey, sit, and then you need to close it. The moment you do it, automatically they will get the inspiration, then they will do it. I see, okay. I see Rakesh. That is also online. Do you want to? Can you actually make Rakesh also co-host? Quick question. So does this form of meditation heal inner child trauma? Of course, yes. So this meditation, one meditation is more than enough. But when we do and more lengthier, we will have after this the 3-hour meditation like Akanda Dhyana, like this. Chandra sir conducts the program, so that will help more very deep healing, and it will happens. So usually when we do this meditation, the layers and layers of the will come out and then get healed. Yes, okay, sir. Do you want to take it up?
Yes. So I think meditation, simple practice is all about transforming your mindset. Most of us, we live based on our past experiences, past beliefs. So we'll understand through this program how the whole subconscious mind gets reprogrammed through meditation, right? So, of course, inner child, whatever that, whether you call it trauma or anything, everything is a meaning that we give for our experiences. So this meditation helps us to recognize it and reprogram it. It's a very, very powerful practice, but yet very simple to practice. There's nothing else to it, right? So, how many of you have felt that this is, if you're thinking about practice technique, that's it. There's nothing else. You've learned it. It's only that we do this so that we get into this habit of practice. And there's some wisdom that will help us to reprogram. All of it is about reprogramming our past experiences.
Yes, friends, please share your experience or prompt questions. Make use of this time. That is very important.
One of the best way to actually reprogram is to get these questions clarified. Like these questions, will it help me? Will it, what do I do? Sometimes you might get through some experiences during meditation. So what does it mean? Right? Rather than just keeping and trying to assume certain things, it'll help to just open up and share or ask questions.
Okay, so okay, sir. So there is a question in the chat. I'll read it out. I have a health problems. I just got diagnosed with degenerative disc at L5 and disc bulging. Doctor recommended me to go for surgery, but it is a complex and delicate. So my question is, can meditation regenerate the disc? This is the first question. Yeah.
So rather than telling whether it can or cannot, right? What will help is to understand the science and get some more understanding. People have had significant benefits. Like, we've had, people with had spinal injury who could not even sit, practice meditation, and then, now they are able to, move around very freely. Read this book. We'll talk about some of these things. Read a book called You Are a Placebo, where the entire spine was injured and he could not even sit without a Harrington rod surgery. How he is able to reprogram and basically heal. So the key is to practice and have a deeper understanding of how this is happening. So you will understand in this program the science of what happens in our body and why some of these injuries or whatever that we call, right? So some of that we go through. So the key is two things always in this one is to be practicing meditation and understanding this wisdom, which we will gain through some of this program, and then will also recommend quite many books, spiritual scientific books that you will go through. So yes, everything is possible. Everything is possible.
Okay. Hope, madam, that
yes, Meenuji.
The next question is, can we go ahead with the next question?
Yes, we have Meenuji. Just want to see if she has any question.
Okay. Yeah, hello everyone. My question is like, if I do meditation first thing in the morning, I feel sleepy, but if I do it after some light exercise or walk and all, then I feel the session was good for me. So, and especially in the winter, especially in Delhi's winter, I don't feel like doing exercise first thing in the morning, and then when I start with the meditation, I feel sleepy. So, do I always have to do exercise or?
Not required. There is no need for any specific time or what is needed for you. One thing we have to understand is what is needed for you at that point in time you will experience during meditation. We don't go with any pre-notion of what will happen during meditation. What is right for individual will happen during that meditation. So yes, I mean it might help as you go through. If you feel some of these will help you go deeper, you can stick to that practice, but it's not necessary that it has to be in a fixed time, fixed environment. but we take whatever that comes during that meditation.
Okay.
For a period of time, even now, I mean, there's some period of time when in every meditation, I would just go deep. I wouldn't even hear anything, no instructions, nothing. It was just, I probably would have gone deeper or felt that I slept. You'll understand why whether that feeling of sleeping also you may experience. As you go through this program, you'll understand this.
Mhm.
You may not necessarily be sleeping too.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
So best to not have any pre-notion of, okay, this is going to happen before the meditation. Just get into it at any point. Anytime you feel you want to meditate, just get into it.
Okay. So is it all the guided meditation like which are available on different apps and all, are they good or do we have to do like ourselves?
You take this program. So is this first time, madam, you're into this program?
I have attended yesterday and previous sessions also I've attended. Not I couldn't complete the course, but yeah.
Yeah. So take one thing and go
I
fully into it.
earlier had ThinkRight.me app, which I used to do for meditation. If you've heard about that app, ThinkRight.me.
Yeah. So my suggestion is take one thing and go, fully into it for a period of time. What we suggest is, let's say, at least 40 days, right? Take one thing, go fully into it, and then decide for yourself if that is right for you or not, if it's helping you or not, right? Rather than trying to mix and match and do a lot of things, then you will not be able to, that's not the right way to experiment. The right way to experiment is to go fully, take it fully, and then see end of those 40 days, 21 days, 40 days, see if this is helping me or not, if it's changing my everyday life or not,
Okay. Yeah,
right?
meditation has changed my life a lot, and it really helped me, especially during my struggling days when with my startups. But now, I actually also on YouTube I watch a lot of Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditation and all, so I follow that as well. And I like this app with the CEO, so I'm glad to be part of this now.
Wonderful. Yes. Glad that you are here. Again, nothing comes by accident. So I'm sure there's something that is there. So go through this program. So if you have not done this fully program, just go through it fully.
Okay.
Right? Because again, I mean, everyone is a way, there is a way people connect to it. So I'm sure this will help you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Madam. Wonderful question. I'm sure everyone, many are able to relate it. And we have the next question. That's again a wonderful question. How to stop the constant mental chatter during meditation? Do we focus on our thoughts or just let them pass by? Yes, okay.
So who was that? You know the answer.
It is by Nitya, Madam. Yes, Nitya Saxena.
So where it's. So what do you think? So for those who are maybe thinking about it, right? So what we are doing, Anapanasati or breath mindfulness meditation, it's a very, very natural process. We are not trying to force our breath. We are not trying to control our breath. Now we are observing whatever that is natural to us. Now when we do this, then we allow the thoughts to go down naturally because we are observing our natural breath. We are not trying to control our thoughts. We are not trying to manipulate our thoughts. We are not trying to analyze our thoughts. So as you are observing the breath, you are emptying the mind naturally. Now, during this process, yes, there is very, very much possibility that you might get thoughts. And a lot of times, especially in the beginning, you may not even recognize. You might just get attached to that thoughts, and you just go into the flow of thoughts. But at some point, you recognize you are thinking. You recognize, oh, okay. So you start thinking, okay, tomorrow I have to do this. I have to do, my boss is coming. I have this meeting. I'm supposed to prepare for it. And you just go into that flow. And suddenly at some point you'll say, oh, I'm thinking. I'm practicing meditation, but I'm thinking about tomorrow. So when you realize it, what do? We just say, okay, so let me bring back my attention to the breath. Now, so you're not trying to say, oh, why did I think? Why am I, I'm supposed to be practicing. Why am I thinking about it? You don't do any of it. You just recognize that it's natural. It's part of the process. Okay, I was thinking, all I have to do now is to get my attention back to the breath. Now, this is, trust me, is the only process that you have to do. Even if you're practicing 5 years, 10 years, this is the only thing that we do. Yes, because thoughts comes because we live in this environment. There's many things that we keep doing. So the thoughts might come. So when we do this, all we do is just bring back your attention to the breath. How many ever times that we have to do? Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir, for addressing this. But I still have a confusion regarding this. So it is said that when you want to get rid of our repressed and regressed emotions and thoughts, we should come face to face with the suppressed feelings and thoughts that are buried deep inside us. So if those feelings are cropping up, should we again try to suppress them by trying to focus on our breath? Or should we, I am not sure what to be done or what is to be done in this case.
Wonderful. Yes, this is a great question. Now, two things that might happen, right? So when you're observing your breath, you empty the thoughts and you go into that emptiness. That emptiness, at that point in time, you might experience many, many things, right? One of them could be those emotions. You just start seeing, some experiences. You might experience a lot of emotions. You might experience, tears flowing. All of that might happen without your conscious effort, right? Now, when that happens, all you're doing is you're becoming a witness to it. You just observe it. You're not thinking about it. You're not, consciously brought those things. You just become a witness to it.
So do we engage with those thoughts or do we try and get back to the breath?
No
flow?
engagement. You just become an observer. But if you feel that, okay, you are engaging, you're thinking about it, that you are trying to figure out where did this come from, what happened, all of that, if you're thinking, if that process starts to engage, you bring back your attention to the breath.
But then those feelings again get suppressed.
You're
They
not
don't
getting
get an
suppressed.
outlet.
Again, let me just put this, right? It's not about suppressing. You're just letting it go. You're not trying to suppress. You're not trying to fight it. You're not trying to say, don't come. You're not saying that. All you're recognizing, okay, this is there. This is part of the process. You're letting it go and then bringing back your attention to the breath. Only if you are engaging with it. If the emotions are coming, whatever that is happening, if you're feeling, okay, this is, you experience a lot of emotions and you see some visions, all of that, you just become a witness to it. You're not consciously engaging with it. It's just happening.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You're not trying to follow it.
All right. We'll try to follow it tomorrow when we do the meditation again.
Yes. So don't worry about it. Okay. If you're not sure, you just bring back your attention to the breath without trying to suppress whatever that is coming. When thoughts come, you just let it go.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And bring
Yeah.
back your attention to the breath. Not feeling anything, okay, why it happened, what happened, all that without trying to engage with it.
Okay. Got it.
Engagement means, okay, you're thinking about it. You're trying to find the root cause for it. You're consciously trying to figure out where it is happening, what is happening, why it is happening. We don't do any of it.
Hmm.
You become a witness to it, and then you still start experiencing that you're engaging with it. You're trying to figure out what is those experiences. Then you let it go, and then bring back your attention to your breath.
All right, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Nitya Madam. So I think wonderful question. I think we have got a lot of good, a great explanation related to that. And we have another wonderful question from Sanjay Ji. How long it will take to focus on breath? Because I'm getting distracting with thoughts.
You ask 1,000 people, even after 3 years, 4 years of practicing experience, if you ask them, have you had no thoughts at all during meditation? 99% of people will say, I have had thoughts. So let go of that expectation that you will not have any thoughts at all. It's a part of the process. Now, we are engaging, we are training our mind to bring back our attention to the breath. That's all we are doing. Over a period of time, the frequency of these thoughts will reduce. Okay. But more importantly, what you will see is you'll start seeing the differences outside. See, in your day-to-day life, you start seeing experiences. Minuji said, my life changed after practicing meditation. So that's how you see, right? So don't measure your progress based on how many thoughts you are getting or not getting. Hope that answers.
Thank you, sir, for asking this question. Yes. I think I have read all the questions from the chat. Yes, that is. Anyone would like to share your experience or have any questions? Feel free to unmute or raise your hand.
Okay. Do engage here. When you are outside, just do engage. Turn on your videos. It's the best way to learn. We are here, we are giving ourselves a time, just like how you've asked these questions. Give yourself the full benefit of taking all the information and wisdom. Because this time is for yourself, so make the best of it. the next 21 days, I'm sure we'll hear more and more from you. All right. Thank you. JG has a question.
Hi, sir. Like by using meditation, like we are mostly the habit of in this world addicted with electronic gadgets, and we are not focusing, and this remote work, we are if you go some distance, we are feeling like it's very tiredness because of work from home. We're not going to office, and for all the work we are feeling like sometimes what will happen like that in the future, what will happen, like the tense, that negativeness. And in this world we are more into electronic gadgets. Once we go to anything social media, we'll keep on doing browsing the things. So can we get a benefit by using
All of
meditation?
that will go away.
Mhm.
Meditation
Okay.
is this one for there's 100,000 benefits, right? All we are saying is just practice this for next 21 days. Then you yourself will answer that question. I'll ask you the same question end of 21 days.
Got you.
Okay, then you will have that answer.
Yeah. Maybe you guys can help us, like anyone faced in as part your existing experience. So you came across
I can
and
share
you
my
were.
experience. Ratnavil sir can share his experience. Roja madam can share her experience.
Mhm.
But what we
Okay.
are saying is experiencing it for yourself, because everything else is just knowledge.
Got you. Yeah.
Okay. And we'll
Yeah.
say that you do it for 21 days. I'm sure you'll experience it. What is
Got it.
required for you?
Yeah. Thank you.
Meditation is the most intelligent process. What is needed for us, we will get it. If I need peace of mind, I'll get it. If I need growth, I'll get it. If I need a great career, I'll get it. Whatever that is needed for me, we'll have.
Yeah. Thank you.
I healed my migraine, which was for more than a decade, which is happening. I had a throat conditions, which was happening for more than 2 decades, 25 years. Just practice within 3 months, all that was gone. I've been medicine free for the past 5 years, 4.5 years.
Yeah.
Created my company because of meditation, because through the practice of meditation. So you'll hear these experiences from different people. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you. Pat yourself in your back. You made that decision to take this step, because this is one of the most transformative journey that you'll ever have. All right. So wonderful, guys. So if there are no other questions, then I think we'll close for the day. Navin, madam.
Yes, I think we can.
I'm never giving up. I'm never giving up.
we all will meet on tomorrow 5:30 p.m. IST again. Thank you so much for joining.